mommy friends, welcome to my channel, Danielle's Perfect Home. On this channel, I discuss everything homeschool and homemaking. If that is any interest to you or up your alley, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Hey mommy friend, to those who are already subscribed to the channel, today for you mommy friends, I have a homeschool video slash update slash what we're doing now type of video, but it is on the next term. I know some mommy friends call it term, quarter, and to be honest with you, I'm not doing all of that, okay? I'm not doing all of that this year. If it's not easy, convenient, and open to go or fits with like our flow of homeschooling is something that I am not doing. I do want to say, excuse my voice, it's a little raspy because I'm getting over a cold. I do have my things here, some notes, and I will explain all this in my hand. If you see me looking down, that is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, here is my beginning of the year homeschool plans with my notes, and I will break this down in a little bit. And then also here is things that we're planning for our next term. So I'm calling this term spring and summer term, which is like term 2 for us. So everything we've been doing from the beginning of the school year until the beginning of April has been the same. So now the beginning of April, we're going into term 2, and I'm going to explain what term 2 looks like for our family. I am a homeschool mom of 3. I have 2 6-year-olds who are doing 1st grade this year, and I have a 10-year-old who is doing 4th grade this year. Yes. He's doing 4th grade this year. And I want to tell you all the things that we're going to be doing this spring and summer and kind of breaking it down. And then also, we are a testing family because we live in a testing state. So I want to mention that anytime I can for you mommy friends, for those who may also live in a testing state and are kind of also under some of those requirements and like restrictions, and making sure like we are educating our kids for that test and wanting them to at least score on grade level for that test. So I wanted to get that out the way. So I'm looking at my sheet here. This is my beginning of homeschool plan, and I did link this. I did a video on this a while back. I will try to link it somewhere if I can find it, and either link it in the iCards over here or link it in the description box below. So at the beginning of the year, I had laid out how many months and in the days that we were going to do schooling. Of course, I didn't add sick days, but I did add the week off. So each month we take a week off in our family. We just take that week off, and it has definitely been a amazing thing that I decided at the beginning of the year. Future me now thinks past me, okay? Because she was on to something, okay? She was on to something. I did it when I made this at the beginning of the year. I didn't do year-round schooling. So now I am looping year-round schooling into the children and I homeschooling plans. And I'm saying that because this makes sense. We're only going to be taking 1 month off for a summer break, and then we're starting right back with schooling. So we're going to take June off and then right back in August. Oh no, we're going to take July off and then back in August. Yes. They will be doing testing in June. Currently, we are on week 26. We're on week 26 currently, and there are 36 weeks required of schooling. So we're on week 26, so we have 10 more weeks of schooling to do. And we're going to be doing testing in June. So all 3 of my children this year have to do testing required by our state for homeschooling. And I already mentioned that term 2 started April 1st for us. And I did put out all the days or whatnot we were going to be doing schooling, how many days each month that I wanted to get in. Like for the month of April, I want to get in 20 days of homeschooling. For you, you probably think, wow, that's so little days to do homeschooling. For me, that is like a huge achievement. Now, being that we had this year, we had things that pop up, like I had a funeral to go to. I lost my grandma this year. That took me out for a whole week and a half and getting things situated for that. And then last week, we were sick due to the pollen. Like pollen is like everywhere, and my whole entire family had a reaction to the pollen. So we was out for a whole week for that. And then this week we just started back up. So now is initially we have to make up 2 weeks. So for term 2, it starts in April, and we're going to stop in June, the ending of June. So that's April, wait, that's like 3 months. Yeah, April, January, March, April, May, June, 3 months of doing term 2. And then we're going to pick up back in August. And that will give us plenty of time to enjoy for summer and for us to do the length of term 2. Okay, so I hope that explains everything and is not confusing. So for our spring and summer term, that's what I'm calling it, spring and summer term, we are going to start off with our homeschooling day, with doing Bible stories, copy work, and board work for the children, and also reading a read out loud. So we're going to be reading classical stories, and already kind of mentioned some of the books that in my last Christian book haul for you mommy friends, of the books we will be utilizing for Bible stories and the books we'll be utilizing for our read out loud for our classic literature. And the things that I will be doing on copy work will change each week on the board. It'll be like math facts that I find like the girls are struggling with or my son is struggling with. And it would be like Bible verses from some of the stories, or it would be like poems, or it just whatever I see fit for that day or week. And I would write something in the board for the children to do. Now, I do want them to do it in journals. I am wanting them to work on their handwriting and wanting them to write more on the lines, and just wanting to kind of keep a keepsake with all their writing and things in it. But I also want them to have more formal handwriting than just handwriting in books, in the curriculum books. Hope I'm making sense with that. So let's start off with my fourth grader. So for my fourth grader, this spring and summer term, for the curriculum and supplements and the things that he will be doing this term would be Horizon Math. He's not going to finish Horizon Math this term, this term. So we will pick up Horizon Math 9 times out of 10 next school year, the level that he has been doing, which I believe is Horizon Math 3, Book 2. He'll pick that up at the beginning of the next school year. And then he will also continue to do, he will move on to Horizon Math Level 4, Book 1 and 2. So there we go. He will also be doing extra math. So once I feel like he's done enough Horizon Math, then I will switch him over to doing extra math. He has been doing extra math already this year. It's just not as much because in term 2, I kind of want to focus on more in other areas than math for him. I kind of feel like he is flourishing already in math, and that's not a subject that I need him to put more into right now. I hope I'm making sense of that. So the next one would be spelling workout. We have started spelling workout. We're like 2 weeks into doing spelling workout, and it is going good. Right now I don't have nothing good to say about it, and I don't have nothing bad to say about it. We're just doing it, and we're getting our toes wet in this curriculum. But it is a plus from Evan Moore, I can say that. Writing and rhetoric. We are doing writing and rhetoric. This is like our 4th week doing writing and rhetoric, and it is coming along. It is surely structured where he needs me beside him. So it is something that we both have to do beside each other. And it is one of those things where he has to think. So it allows critical thinking. And I think he's not used to that. So that is a plus. But it is also one of those things that I don't pretty much know how to describe it. A structure in a way for the child to utilize critical thinking and also learn morals as well. So yeah, I will leave that there. And he's also started dailygrams. So this is his first official week doing dailygrams, and that has been going great. And I do recommend you looking at my flip through video if you are thinking about doing dailygrams. But I do recommend getting the teacher guide with dailygrams. I don't know what I was thinking when not doing a teacher guide, but he will be doing that this term as well. And then he also will be doing a summer reading log. So he is about to finish his reading log from the beginning of the year. He's kind of finishing up. So I figured this spring he will be done with it. And then this summer, I'll have him do a reading log this summer as well. So he does that. So he does 20 minutes reading a day. And he is into all kinds of books right now, all kinds of adventure books. His favorite is the I Survive series. And lastly, he is going to also finish and complete Easy Peasy Language 3. So he's also doing that. That is something that he can do by himself, but I do make sure that I check his work and make sure that he's doing things accordingly. It's not one of those things where I have to be in front of him to do it. Some things yes, some things no. Like if it's writing, then yes, but I'm not really using Easy Peasy right now as his formal writing curriculum. Um, so yeah, that is what my fourth grader will be doing this next term of spring and summer. I'm pretty excited about that. And some of the skills that I really want him to fine tune on this semester will be to boost his reading skills and that his level, which he's doing great. He does reading every single day. But I also want to make sure like reading comprehension is great because reading comprehension is one of those things that we have to do because of testing. Sadly to say, but they only give him like short paragraphs, and he will have to like summarize to say what it's about and stuff like that during the test. So, um, as I mentioned, we're doing our end of the year testing in June. High scores in math facts. So I definitely want him to this spring semester to get his math facts together when it comes to division and multiplication. He is great at it, but I want him to broader his range. Broader his range. And like Horizon Math is just an advanced math. And we done teaching textbooks last year, and then we done Horizons Math the time before that. And I kind of like Horizons compared to teaching textbooks is more advanced than teaching textbooks. So he's on to higher level topics, honestly, and I am thankful for that for Horizons Math. And due to us putting all that time in the beginning in math, it's really on autopilot now. But it's just those facts though. I do need him to kind of drill those facts. So that's what he's going to be doing in spring and summer. It's not learning like major concepts, it's just the facts. And then I want him to have higher scores in language, grammar, and spelling. That is one of those are the areas now that we are fine tuning. This spring and summer will be just reading, language, grammar, and spelling. That is pretty much what you would see here with my son. And those are also the subjects where we have curriculums where I will have to be right beside him. And those are not on autopilot yet. So yeah, that is where I am with my fourth graders and for our goals for this term. For my first graders, they're going to be doing extra math. They have been doing extra math this entire, well, not this entire year, but they've been doing extra math at least for 4 good months now. And they are accustomed to how it is. And I love them doing extra math compared with their math for confidence because math for confidence, they're doing math facts and whatnot. And with the extra math, it just helps them to get those facts without us even have to doing the games or whatnot that are in math for confidence because now I really don't have the time to do those games in math for confidence. But we do have time for them to do explode the code on the computer. Extra math on the computer, and that's just something that they love to do. Next thing that they do is explode the code. They've been doing explode the code this whole entire school year, and we are going to continue with that. They're doing great with that, and they just like doing explode the code. Learn to read. So I have 2 daughters, and they both are doing a different reading program. I have one doing learn to read, and one doing easy peasy learn to read, and one doing learn, what is it? Oh, 20 easy lessons. That one right here. See, they're both right here. 20 easy lessons of reading. And they both are doing great. This spring and summer, I do want to try to finish it and kind of speed up the lessons a little bit. And just speed up the lessons if we can. If we cannot, then we could just continue to do it slow and steady. We have been doing it from the beginning of the year, slow and steady. And I want to make sure that my daughters really know the words before we move on. As in mastery the words before we move on. And that has been going well in our house. Again, I just want to be able to make sure that we finish it in the next 3 to 4 months. And even if we don't finish it in the next 3 to 4 months, it's just something that we'll have to utilize and do every single, I wouldn't say every single day, but even during the summer, they will have to do a reading lesson a day, which is no longer than 20 minutes. So I think that is something that we can incorporate with that because that's really a big goal of mine. I want to get them fluently reading on a first grade reading level by the end of this school year and going into a second grade reading level. So that is a goal that I'm striving for with them. Next, we will continue to be doing Easy Peasy Language 1. They do language twice a week, and it is going amazing. Soon we'll be wrapping up. Soon we will be wrapping up Math with Confidence, and then they'll be switching and doing language every single day. And that is something I am definitely looking forward to because they are doing great with language. And I would say that Easy Peasy Language 1 is super duper open and go and convenient for a mom who has two in the same grade. And then the last thing would be summer readings too. So for reading for them, they have been doing a lot of Bob books. I do this summer want to introduce them into doing more books, more beginner reading books. Going to the library and getting them to check out more beginning books for them to read. I do have some beginning Good and Beautiful books on the shelf for them to read. And I just want them to read other books other than the Bob books and stories that are in their reading curriculum this term. And like I mentioned previously, the goals for them would be to get them to the first grade reading level this term. So boost their reading skill and their level, and also to get them prepared for the end of the year testing. This will be their first year testing. So I want to make sure that that goes smoothly and well for them. And then also math facts. So they will be doing extra math as well for math facts this spring and summer. And language, they will be doing more language this spring and summer as well. I did not want to make this video too long, mommy friends. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see like a day in the life of us doing and implementing some of this stuff. Let me know if you want a review or any of this curriculum that we are doing. I would try to do that for you, mommy friends. And let me know what you're doing this spring and summer term or this semester, however you're tracking it for your kiddos. Let me know if you have also tried any of this stuff, any of this curriculum and supplements that we are doing. And let me know what you think about it. Like, am I on the right path? You know how it's like a lonesome time, girl. Let me know, okay? Alrighty, I shall talk to you in the next one, mommy friends. Thank you for watching.